all of my belongings into boxes labeled keep and throw away by the end of the week. Which is harder than you'd think, because who knew I had so much stuff? I'm drowning in a sea of books, old papers, and odds and ends that I've spent over a decade smushing into the corners of my closet, cramming into the back of my desk drawers, and piling on the edges of my bookshelf. It started off easily enough. My lacquer box, keep. 4 Super Balls from who knows where or when, throw away. Collection of poems by Emily Dickinson, my favorite poet, keep. Assorted elementary school certificates, perfect attendance, 4th grade math Olympiad participant, etc. Throw away. But now it's getting tricky, because some of the things I've dug out have some messy feelings attached to them, and I'd rather not go there right now. Don't think, just sort. The wedding picture that I found in the attic last year and that Mom refuses to display because it's showing off. Keep. The Hogwarts robe that I loved so much I wore it 2 Halloweens in a row. I'd meant to be Hermione, but everyone said I was... who else? Cho Chang. Throw away. A cheap plastic vase left over from my 13th birthday party, which 3 girls skipped to go to the movies instead. Throw away. Don't think. As I toss the vase into the throwaway box, a scrap of fabric flutters out. A swim team ribbon that I found in the Glen Lake Country Club parking lot when I was 7. Now that's a feeling I can do something about. All the best families in Glen Lake belong to the Glen Lake Country Club, which has a historic red brick clubhouse, a lush green golf course, and a lily-white membership. Back in grade school, when Trish and I spent more time together, she used to bring me with her to the club all the time during summer vacation for barbecues and lazy afternoons at the pool. But in high school, she became suddenly, dazzlingly popular. The boys and queen bees started swarming. Her Instagram filled up with likes and pictures of people who barely acknowledged me in the halls. And our country club days became a thing of the past. Don't get me wrong, it's not like she's been mean or anything. Days might go by without her texting me, but she always answers my texts right away. She's usually too busy to hang out with me, but she's always apologetic. And even though it's painful to sit on the edges of her crowd at lunch, listening to stories about parties I haven't been invited to, it's not like anyone's ever asked me to leave the table. When we used to see more of each other, Trish was always after me to open up and spill everything. Which, whatever, she's an oversharer. For example, she texted me seconds after Toby Benton, her first boyfriend, put his hand up her shirt in 8th grade. OMG, I just let Toby touch my boob! Under my shirt! But whenever I thought about telling her anything important, I froze. Even now, when people talk at lunch about who wants to hook up with who, or who hopes their dad gets custody on the weekends because he's totally cool about drinking at the house, I feel relieved that no one's especially interested in me or my life. I don't want anyone poking around and freaking out about what's wrong with my family. What's wrong with me? Like, what if I'd answered honestly the first time Trish asked me at the beginning of freshman year, Sana, who do you like? Well, actually, Trish, I think I might have a crush on you. Nope. Forget it. Not happening. I'm not even 100% sure it's true. And life is already complicated enough. But now, things have changed. I mean, we leave in 3 weeks, and I might never see her again. So I'm going to ask her to bring me to the first Glen Lake Country Club barbecue of the summer. For old time's sake. I've got nothing to lose, right? We'll get drunk together for the first and probably last time. I've never